This thing on? I think so. I'm on the wrong page though. Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I even have the camera. Ah, things are looking up. Actually, almost started on time. I guess I had the stream go. Was not in the chair and ready to work, sir. I'm here now, though. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. I think I've got all the scribing done that I'd like to get done on this thing. Still working on the bear. Gonna have to do some wet sanding, but I didn't figure I'd torture you guys with that one. I may try to do a stream sometime later this week where I just paint. Kind of ignore chat. As much as I'd like to pay attention to chat while I'm painting, I'll have a big mask on my face, and so you wouldn't understand me anyway. But maybe just let some music play and kind of do my thing. I don't know. I had a poll up last night to see if anybody'd be into it. I got some good responses. But anyhow, I gotta do some repairs tonight. Is my chat working? Let's start the same poll, huh? How do I want to word this? I think that works. Oh, I started a Q&A. I haven't done that before. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yes. Let's confirm that. I wanted to start a poll, not a Q&A. Same question. I think there should be a comma there. Boy, I type horribly. I really do. I should take a typing class. Oh, yeah. And I can't spell apparently either. Let me fix that. I say this like you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, and I is supposed to be capitalized. Although, like, what is it? I think like, what do you call it? Rastafarian religion? You're not supposed to capitalize I? Because it's like, I guess it signifies like ownership. You're not supposed to own things, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. I had a friend who was into that stuff many moons ago, in a past life. Okay, total sarcasm here. Oh, too many characters? I don't know if I spelled that right. But we'll go with it. What the hell? All right, token pulls up. There we go. Oh, gonna spill the sprue glue. Let's not pound on the desk. I don't know if this stuff is gonna melt in time. I do want to get into GBO2 before 10 o'clock, at least to roll for that mobile suit before the banner changes. In fact, I think I have to do it before like 9:45. How is everybody tonight? I hope you guys are doing well. This stuff is getting a little softer though. I'm not sure I'm doing this right. I've never had good luck with this, and I don't wonder if it's because I'm using this plastic magic glue, and it had like really good reviews, but I've never really had good luck with it except for like fill-in scratches. It does that really well. Anyhow, I am going to definitely get this little guy fixed. So this is the part that I don't know if I have all these neck parts available. Anyway, it goes between the neck and the head. It's basically the pivot point for like the Beargguy's fat neck, which is this thing. Goes in here, if I remember right. I think there's a poly part that goes with it. I could be mistaken. Pretty sure it goes in there. Anyway, I'm going to fix it with a brass rod. I did when the nubs broke off. I'm not sure where I have them. I have them in a little tub here somewhere. But I'm not going to try to put them on. This little rod here is about the same size. So I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to leave it a little long, and then I'll file it down when I start assembling again. That's the plan. See how this goes. But yeah. Turn the music down just a little bit. There we go. All right, well, anyway. And then this guy, this is why I'm making the sprue glue. I don't have gloves tonight because I'm not messing with painted parts. But, Haro fell when I was doing the photo shoots for the snap build video, and this is the end result. Broke off one of the tabs here, and this it's sad because this almost stays on. And I got these magnets here, and I thought about figuring out, so this piece connects to this. Oh, spilling parts. Man, that paint job feels good. It's the first time I've really nailed smooth with surfacing. Anyhow, it goes on right here. And I can't remember if it goes this way or this way, but either way, it's like a hinge, double jointed hinge for the head, where his mouth is. And I think it's kind of crucial to it, and there's really no replacing it. So I think the magnet thing doesn't work. I can't figure out how to... I would have to put a stack of like 5 magnets in here to do this. Initially I was thinking, because they fit really well inside of this radius, I could just glue 2 in and drill it out from this side and embed them. But I feel like that's too much work. If I can fix it with the sprue glue, we'll try it. I don't know if the sprue glue is going to be melted in time tonight, though. But without further ado, I guess let's get this thing drilled out and hope that I center well. That's kind of the key to this. Like, I'm wondering if I should, like, try to score it so that it's centered in there. Although, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if this... It's not, like, straight on. It's really hard to see for you guys. Here, I'll try to put it on the mat. Well, either way, you guys get it. I'm getting text messages from the kid. Apparently, she's listening in the background. That's awesome when your kid listens to your live streams. All right, well, deep breaths. So, this is my DSBA drill. I'll focus on this for a second. You guys might like this one. This is actually one of my favorite tools. It's nice and heavy. I don't think it's gonna focus. This camera won't focus on crap. I got too much on the mat. Hold on. Let me zoom in. There we go. That's a little better. Anyway, yeah, I really like the bits. I actually bought the set when I got it, and I've broken a couple of these. Some of the really tiny ones I've snapped. It came with quite a few of them, though. Like, it came with doubles of the really small ones. It was like 2 of everything. That's how many I've snapped. It's quite a few. That's a long story. I won't get into that. Anyhow, they're not terribly expensive, and it really is a nice drill bit for the plastic. It's like got extra spooling on it. Oh, those might have been no, those were the DSBA ones. I have some Godhand ones too, but yeah. If you are doing repairs or customizing, they're kind of essential. Man, I had that perfectly centered before I started babbling. There we go. But this, by the way, has bearing on it. So, I mean, it spins like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Like, it spins with some speed. It's really smooth. I really do like this drill. Well, pin vise, I guess is what you call it, I think, is the proper term for it. All right, we don't want to go too fast here. As I get this started, I do kind of want to make sure. See, I'm a little off. We need to make a correction. I started with a super small bit than what I'm actually going to drill this out at, so I can kind of make sure I get it well centered where I want it. I'm like not a pro at this, kids. I'm kind of improvising as I go. Ooh, we're way off center. Hold on, I gotta straighten that out. I think that's actually not bad. I'm sorry I have an ugly thumb that I put a nail through. I swear, it's not just dirt. I think it I don't think the wound ever healed underneath my nail. And so it always looks like I just have this funny scab there. So, sorry. I'd go see a doctor, but they scare the hell out of me. I think that's even almost big enough. Let's give that a file. Where's my glass file? It's here somewhere. Here it is. Oh, getting gangster with it. That's right. I kind of like this track, though. Oh, I thought I fixed this. I wonder if this thing's reset its settings. So I did figure out what was going on with this camera. I'm not going to mess with it right now because I have to unplug it from the computer to get into the camera settings to do it. So I may just have to keep turning this on when it shuts itself off tonight. Or occasionally just remind me and I'll play with the zoom. As long as I touch it, it thinks it's still on. But come to find out, it's actually just one of the settings that's automatic turn itself on. Hello, cooler person. Yo! Miss out on the last one. The last stream from last night? I don't know if you missed much. No, it was fun. Actually, Selene stopped in for a minute. It's always fun chatting with her. And Pinner was here as usual. Tonight I'm doing a little repairs. I broke the double jointed hinge for the Haro. I told that story earlier, but long and short of it, fall down, go boom. And this thing, I don't remember how this snapped. I think it did it when I was taking it apart. I just got a little overzealous with one of the parts and forgot how this went together. And I snapped the damn pegs off of it. So I used to have the pegs sitting around here somewhere, but they're about the same size as this brass rod. So long and short of it, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to leave the brass rod a little bit long and then trim it down kind of later when I'm reassembling. But I'm going to try to glue the brass rod in. No, it's not too bad. I mean, these are... Unfortunately, when you get into painting your kits, I think these are things that just happen. And I mean... Even when some of the other snap builds I've done, like I think I snapped a peg or two on my new Gundam because I tried to put one of the armor parts on the wrong side or something like that. Maybe it wasn't the new Gundam. Might have been my... I have a RX-78 3.0 that's like half built. Maybe it was that I did that too. But unfortunately, these things happen. I have a couple repairs on the Kasatri I have to do. One of them actually being for the main like center skirt on the waist. And that one's not too bad either. I got kind of I think I'm going to do sort of a similar idea with that, which will actually be kind of cool. It'll create an extra pivot point that wasn't there before. And I don't know. I don't really... I've never done a lot of this stuff, but I just kind of improvise as I go. I mean, I do carpentry in real life, like, for a living, so, you know, it's just one of those things. All right, is this the right size? I might have to go bigger than this. How are you doing tonight, though? Thank you for stopping in, by the way. And I truly appreciate the concern. It's not too bad. These are the things that are minor setbacks when doing it. Now what sucks is when something like this happens and like you're done painting. Like, you know, you get a really nice clear coat on and then you break something as you're putting it back together. That sucks. And I've had that happen too. I mean, I've only painted one kit. There was a lot of mishaps with it. I recently got the RG Banshee Norn, but I broke both trigger finger hand. I heard the RG Unicorn kit is good, but I don't know the joints are so damn tight. Yeah, I haven't done an RG kit yet. This is the first like high grade I've done. Outside of the GBO2 I built like back in 2003. You know, and that was a super, I love that, the design of the GBO2, but it you know, I don't know, it was a fun build. It was actually, it really did get me through some, like, I lived it by myself in the sticks, and I built that in a Wing Gundam. Oh, this camera's gonna kill me. Okay, I am gonna unplug this so I can fix this setting. Hold on. Sorry for this. If this crashes the stream, I promise I'll be back. But if I don't change this power setting, I will be fighting this camera all night. Almost done. Oh, I have it off. Maybe it's just getting warm. It really does drive me nuts. This isn't the best camera for what I'm doing. I hope to actually get something else here sometime in the near future. I'm sorry, kids. I'm just gonna have to fight with it. Does the RG Banshee Norn, are the Unicorn RG kits, they're more like a master grade, aren't they? But just smaller? Not so much like the high grades? More detail? Am I thinking correctly, cooler person? Because I actually haven't built one. I'd like to. I struggle with the master grade kits being so expensive. But I struggle with R grade kits. Like, I can barely handle the size of some of the parts on the master grade kits. Like, they seriously are small for me to handle. Oh, I wanted to file on this before I did this. So at least try to clean it up a little bit. Am I using that file backwards? Boy, that's greasy. I am. This music is making me feel like I'm really accomplishing something. Anyway. It is motivating. Like, I wasn't being sarcastic in saying that. Well, I mean, maybe I'm cracking jokes, but still. Oh, I think that's working out pretty good. I need to go a size bigger. And I'd swear I have more bits here. Somewheres. They may not be these cool shanks like these, though. Is this bigger? Nope, that goes clean through. I don't know if that was big enough for the rod, though. Let's see where we are. Maybe I don't need to go bigger. No, that doesn't quite go. All right. All right, I'm skipping this track. I hope you guys don't mind. It's just, it was one of the first tracks I picked for the stream. And, I'm just kind of sick of it. We'll go with that. Some jazziness. All right, I think I looked in this one. These are all really tiny. Yeah, I do remember buying one of these sets of drill bits where, I thought I bought the small, tiny set and then like the next size up, but I bought 2 tiny sets. And I think I bought, oh, I didn't want to do that. This is why we can't have nice things. Because I do things like this. Here, I'll zoom out a little bit. Oh, I know why the camera's overheating. Hold on. It's because I got the digital zoom on. I don't know why, but it does not like that. I'm hoping this will maybe work better when I do get a capture card. That's my next upgrade. My kitchen's actually on the back side of my hobby room here. And I'd kind of like to put a portal through the wall and stick another keyboard and mouse and monitor over there. And then take the cameras in there, and then once a week do a cooking stream. I like to cook too. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys. I think I disclosed that in a video at one point, but yeah, I am thinking about like doing like maybe a cooking stream. It might be a while before I can get it all together, but just be forewarned. Putting you guys on notice. I may start cooking some stuff. Could be some fires going on and whatnot. No, I'm just kidding. I try not to get things flaming. So I don't think I can put these drill bits in this. That is the one thing about this DSBA drill bit set. You can only use, totally out of focus. You can only use the bits that have these big old fat shanks on them. But I do like them. They're so easy to change in and out. For now... Oh, I might... Is this the right size bit? Did I already do this? We might be in business without me having to change a bit. Let's see. I may want to go to a size down. I should put this away before I lose it. Let's try to keep our nice things. There we go. If you want a great experience, I have like 5 people watching you in the living room projector right now. Oh, well, thanks, Devil of Heaven. I hope they're relatively entertained. How are you doing? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well with the new job, buddy. Cooler person. If I want a great experience building an RG kit, I recommend the RG kit like Zosabe or God Gundam and other releases after them, since once built, the joint are also tight or loose. Yeah, I have heard that about the real grade kits. Like they're kind of prone for like you move the leg and it snaps. You know, master grades do it too though. Hello, Beetlehorn. Hey, dude, to you as well. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, buddy. I got all kinds of people coming in tonight. That's awesome. It's a party now. All right. Oh, I wanted to check this before we get let the tiger out of the cage here. Yeah, I think we're good. I think this might be a little big. I do want it to be snug. I don't want this, like, it'll be a pain in the ass to try to glue it if I let it get. Anyway, we'll go real slow. Oh, that's not tight enough. It's not even turning in there. I may have to go like up slowly in size. Let's do that. I think I can drill this without having to put it in a vise. Where's some tweezers? I'm such a mess. All right, we want this bit right here. RG kit pretty bad compared to the MG kit. I'll have to pick one up. I have yet to do an RG. Oh, this might be big. Hold on. I should test this because I did just go bigger. Devil of Heaven. My father-in-law mentioned he was a huge fan of Gundam back in the day and built some of the early kits. And I was like, man, do I have a thing for you to watch for the wife. Oh, great. Great. You got the whole family there. Awesome. I hope they're liking it. I am no pro, but I'm kind of a weird encyclopedia of Gundam lore. Although I will say, cooler person, quite knowledgeable. Beetlehorn, yeah, I've been good laying low since most of my big pre-orders have been delayed due to shipping problems to Canada. But I have some good videos lined up when they're coming out. I just watched, I guess it's been a couple weeks since I watched your last video. Have you done anything since then? Mind you, I haven't had really, I've been so busy lately. Beetlehorn, I've been looking at my projects lately and nothing has been inspiring a video since my toddlers have been so demanding lately. Focusing on family. Dude, bro, and you have to. Especially when they're young like that. You won't regret it, I promise. Kids are awesome. You hear that, Devil of Heaven? Kids are awesome. He probably just turned it off. That's kind of an inside joke. Beetlehorn, no, I haven't done a video in 2 months. Well, maybe I just watched that one more recently. I think it was it Tanks? Or no, it was some small mechs. That's what it was. Oh, so close. So close. Almost there. I think we'll keep that same bit and just see if we can clean it up. Yeah, whatever Devil of Heaven says. You'll get there someday. Always better when you're ready though. Cooler person, if you want to build your first RG, I recommend the RX-78 2.0. It's definitely the best RG kit to release. I'll have to remember that. I actually only have one RX-78, and that's the 3.0 that I have. I have the inner frame built. I haven't done the armor yet. I kind of paused because I really want to paint it. And the armor parts on that are, like, it is so segmented. It's all part separation. I think if you were to paint every piece of the outside armor a different color, like when you get done, it it's like pretty detailed at that point without having to do a lot of masking. Beetlehorn, oh, I take 2 more years with toddlers, then time to make another video. I'll have time eventually. You're on point with that statement, Mr. Beetlehorn, for sure. My kid's watching right now, Beetlehorn. She's cleaning house in the background. I don't know if she has the volume on, but she said she's watching. That always makes me feel good. Every now and again, her and her son-in-law will stop in with like the whole group when they're having like a get-together. That's always interesting. Really fires my ADD. I don't know how to respond. I feel like I should go up one more size, but I wonder if I put glue on it. All right. You know what we need to do? I need to get hardcore file out. Let's give this a little bevel, because that's probably preventing some of this. Oh, another jam that really makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. It's a montage for life. We need a montage. Cooler person, yeah, the MG Gundam 3.0 is pretty detailed and lots of color separation. The only big issue is that it's pretty flimsy and lots of tiny... Yeah, that's kind of why I don't play with it until I get ready to paint it. Pretty cool design, though. But yeah, it's a little sketch. I kind of feel like once I get done with that one, it's going to be like, do not touch this. Which that's kind of most of my kits. I haven't touched the Dynamo since I finished it. Every now and again, I'll turn the light switch on. That's about it. But that has to go to Japan. That's Zoe's. Like when I get to go see her, I'm taking it there. I built that one for her. Of course, she gave it to me. Got me into this hobby. Created this whole big mess. Beetlehorn, so excited for MG Turn X to come in. And my first Zoid is in that order. Dude, the Zoids are cool. You really build a variety of stuff, Beetlehorn. I kind of dig that. I'm my next project after I get done with this bear, before I move on to painting the Dominator, I think I'm gonna snap build Voltron. Try to do like maybe one line at a time. I'm almost there with this rod. I guess I'm gonna go a size up. I'm having doubts about this. These bits are so tiny. I feel like this may be a terrible decision. I'm gonna like go way too big. Let's look at this one. I have one of these marked with red, which makes me wonder if I haven't had this thought process before. I will build anything if I can put it together, resin or plastic. I just like to know what's there and expand. This is another one of my small projects that I'm going to be doing here real quick. I'll probably at least get this primed when I do the SD Kasai. Devil of Heaven. I really ought to finish my gray pile of shame I have in the War Room office. Please expand on that, Devil of Heaven. What is this gray pile of shame you speak of? Do I need to come over there and get nerdy with you? Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. Cleaning this room is one of the things it's one reason you guys haven't like seen the glass case of like backlog and things like that. Is my room is so messy right now. But I have to get it done this weekend. So yeah, there's that. In fact, plans coming up for the rest of the week. I might take tomorrow night off. If I do stream, it'll be to paint, and I'll probably ignore you guys. Oh, you guys actually, you've been doing the poll. Devil of Heaven, 3 combat patrols and a few titans. Laugh out loud. Nice. Dude, bring him over. I'll base coat him for you and you could just brush the rest. Ah, some people want my wit. That makes me feel good. We'll keep going. I'll let that last till the end of the stream. Oh, it's 9:21. I don't know. Maybe I'll skip this banner. This stream's going so well, I don't know that I could switch over to GBO2. And I still haven't gotten this brass rod in there. There's that. I think my hole's a little off-center. I need to... It is on this side. Let's see. I think the hole's the right size. I just don't think I'm straight. Let's leave that alone. All right. Oh. So close. I'd be making really horrible jokes if there wasn't family members around. I need those need vehicles? New vehicles. Ah, yes. There we go. Finalies. And I think the pin was about, you know what? I'll look at the directions. That'll give me a good idea. Let's check on our sprue glue before I do that. Where's my bamboo stick? Still hard as a rock. I'm almost thinking I need to have a lid on this. But I mean, it's not like it's evaporating. I would use my MadWorks glue, but I have so very little of it left. I guess I should order more. Oh, hey. Another piece of plastic we can get in there. Let's get that. I might have to let that stuff sit overnight. I feel like I've done that with that glue before in the past, and it didn't work. Let's see here. How long does this... My apologies. I just smacked my mic and probably turned off G-Hub. I did. I bet I sounded really strange for a minute without the equalizer. Can I guess your ethnicity from your skin tone? Sure, if you want. My skin tone's misleading, though. I've spent many years in the Arizona sun, out in the weather, baking. I thought it was the head part. Where's the head assembly? That's the petite bear. I don't want that. Here it is. Yeah, it's this little guy right here. So yeah, it's about the size of the little shank around it. Okay. That tells me, at least, gives me an idea where to cut it. I'll cut it a little big. Oh, I got drill bits all over. I am a hot mess today. Beetle horn, or like Dutch or something. Tanned white guy. Actually, I'm a little bit Dutch, a little bit German, and something else. But otherwise, I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude doing dude things. Dasher 692020. Sprue glue, fuck the world. That's right. Saved my Master Grade Exia once. Dude, so my first kit was the Master Grade Dynamez, and my crazy ass decided I wanted to do Fortune Meow's resin kit with it. It's one of the videos. It's actually the first video I did. Kind of tells how I got into Gunpla. Anyhow, long and short of it, I had so many repairs on that kit I had to make. But I got a little, like, tiger got out of the cage with it. I decided to turn my first build into like a 4-year project. And now here I am turning my next build, which I've snap built a few kits, but this little project here is more just to focus on doing as clean of a paint job as I could possibly get on it. Well, thank you, Beetlehorn. I'm glad you love my Dynamez video. That was kind of a magnum opus crossing of a barrier for me. MG Dynamez, my beloved. It actually is a really fun kit. And and as a master grade kit, I mean, they're only like $60. Maybe 70. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it. I've seen them for like as low as 50. But it is a fun kit. I haven't done anything else. I'd like to do the Virtue. I'd really like to do all 4 of the I'm out of focus. I'm sorry. You guys are probably thinking that it's all blurry. There. I'd like to do all 4 of the GN Gundams. Just the first set, though. I actually have the Cosmos lighting kit for the Virtue Gundam. And I picked that up mainly as a way of forcing myself to eventually pick up the Virtue Gundam, because it's my second favorite. I didn't really know a lot about Gundam 00 though when I got the Dynamez. My daughter bought it for me for Christmas, for my son-in-law. I wanted the Kshatriya. But as I said in the Dynamez video, they have big green shields, so. And that kind of just got me into 00. I watched it, and yeah. Here we are. 4 years later, and a backlog closet full of model kits. A cartoon character representation of myself. But hey, we got donubs. I mean, nice for my first attempt. I'm used to doing weathered stuff, and I'm trying to do the cleanest airbrush job ever in 100% Shoku. And it's looking nice. Dude, I'd like to see that, Beetlehorn. Dude, your weathering is awesome though. There's a couple techniques you do in some of your videos that I'm like super excited to try. Probably do some of them maybe here and there on the Kshatriya. I've actually picked up a few tricks from that I haven't tried yet, but can't wait to see if they work. Dasher 6922. Yeah, in terms of cost, the MGGN series is pretty reasonable. It really is. And I don't know about, like, there's like 10 versions of the Exia. But, I mean, the Dynamez was a fun build. The design of that kit is really, really cool. Like, mechanically speaking. That's kind of where I was like, ooh, master grades are a lot. Because I built a GBO2 like way, way, way back in the day. And the Stamen. And it was a high grade. So it was, poly parts and joints with armor. But when I never knew that the master grades like had the inner frame, and my favorite kit still thus far to this day, snap build wise, is the Zaku 2.0. I just love the design. I just picked up Strike Freedom MGX today. My poor wallet, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's a hefty one. That's a hefty one. So I don't know how you guys feel about the PGU new. I'm like, no, way too expensive. Not spending $700 on a kit. But I was at one of my local stores about 2 weeks ago, and they happened to have one. And it was they actually only wanted $690 for it. I was like, ooh, paycheck, go bye-bye. I restrained myself though. Anyway, dude, I picked up that box. It was like twice the weight of the Dominator. It is such a heavy box. I was like, oh, I know it doesn't stand up because of the fin funnels, but hey, gravity's the thing. I'm stoked for the MGSD Kshatriya, and I should paint. Dude, I am so getting that kit. I am with you on that, Beetlehorn. I saw that and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Yes, definitely getting it. You did the HD Custacea, but you gave it to a friend? Dude, that's awesome. I've given a couple kits to Pinner, in fact. Yeah. He stops in the streams every now and again. And I actually gave a kit to my my old boss. I gave him a Goof Custom Master Grade. Because he kind of reminds me of a Goof Custom Master Grade. Actually, what was the pilot's name in is that am I thinking 08 Mobile Suit Team? The real military guy. Why can't I think of his name offhand? Cooler person. I mean, we've seen any type of new type weapon or funnel been used in Earth gravity. Well, I guess that's actually why Bandai created the what do they call it with the one big giant funnel? Why am I drawing a blank to so many things right now? I guess it's because while I'm reading chat, I'm processing too much and my feeble brain just can't handle all this. But, what do they call that? I want to say the foo, but it's not the foo. Is it the foo? Yeah, I think it's the new foo. The FOO. But that's why it has just the one big giant fin funnel, supposedly, is because when they wanted to do the life-size statue, but they just can't do it with the fin funnels. So they gave it the one big fin funnel so it will support it in the back. Yeah, 700 for a kit for me is too much, even if it has gameplay capability in Warhammer sense or something, but Gundam models have nothing you can do with them or no rule sheets. Well, and that's kind of what I love about the hobby. You know, watching some of your videos, Beetlehorn, I really do. I guess that's why I got the Great Degwin when I saw it. Was I really do want to try to do a few ships. I actually want to do a Blue Ridge, and you know, the USS Blue Ridge, and I want to build a Cobra. An AC Cobra, kind of an homage to my late great pops. And then, to be honest, one kit I'd really like to get my hands on ship-wise is I want to do the Arcadia from Captain Harlock. I've seen like ready-built models of it, you know, like the metal. I don't want to say they're metal builds, but they're all just so expensive. I kind of want to do my own anyway. That's one I'd like to do the weathering and stuff on. Some of your weathering tricks, Beetlehorn, was one of the reasons I picked up the Great Degwin. Devil of Heaven, I just had a wild idea for when I get my flux. I'll bring you the chassis and the slide and have you paint scheme it to a Freedom or Zaku. Dude, I would totally be into that, Devil of Heaven. We might have to get some more paints, but I would totally be into that. I'm actually going to do a big paint order this weekend. For everything I got going on in my this little brain of mine, I need to pick up more paint. 700 would buy me a TV and a GameCube. And I'm with you on that, Beetlehorn. It is a lot of money for a plastic model kit. I love the Degwin model. I'm so glad you found that. I've never seen it in person. Dude, you know what? I'll run back by that store. They may have some. If so, maybe I can pick you one up and figure out how to get it to you. I think it was reasonably cheap. I want to say that was only like $10. They had white base, dude, but white base was like $100, and I'm like, no way, I'm not spending $100 on that. But I can't remember. I don't see the Bandai label on this, but I do think this is like a really old kit. That's why the Beargguy that they had the yellow Beargguy there, and it was like $80, and I couldn't figure out why, but apparently it was Red Label Bandai. Sentimentality can definitely infiltrate price. Yeah, there is something about that. You're not wrong. Well, I'll keep an eye out for that, because there's a book offs by me, and they just ship stuff in from Japan. You know, people go sell their old kits there, and they end up over here. They're pricey though, and not ridiculous pricey, but Although sometimes after they have something for a little bit, I feel like this peg is just slightly off center. I do need to get some glue on here though. That's okay, it's brass. It'll have a little bit of flex to it. I'd love to get the white base model, but I never see the white base EX anywhere. Well, the little white base they had was like this. And here, I can open this up and show it to you, dude. There's not much to it. It's like 2 runners. It's literally the halves, the wings, and the fuel tanks. I bet you it's not 30 parts. Well, maybe with all these little guns, it might be 40. But it's going to be fun to paint. Kind of a little side project. How's my sprue glue doing? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I switch over to GBO2? Or should I just skip this banner? I'm sure I'll be able to get the part again. And as far as getting the F91 BC unit, I'll have other opportunities. I've done the Albion EX from Stardust Memory. Dude, Stardust Memory is actually one of my favorite animes. Truly is. It's long. It's a lot to sit through in one sitting. I don't know if I ever have, actually. I've only seen it twice. But it is great. It is one of my favorite side stories, I guess you want to call it. All right, let's nip this. Well, actually, I'll glue it, and then I'll nip it. It actually worked out pretty good. I'm kind of pleased how my little peg turned out here. I'm curious. Where do I have that head? Right here. I'm trying to think of what part exactly that fits into. Oh, it fits into the neck. I guess we'll see if how this fits in here. Before I get a little too crazy, I might need to put a bigger rod in it, in which case I'll have to go get one. Yeah, there's a little slippage. Does this have poly parts though? I think it did. It's a little small. Oh man, let's not make jokes. Oh, maybe that's not the right peg. Nope, it's this peg. I'm all trying to put it in here, but it goes in here. So I guess I got to drill that out. I knew there was a second step to this I was skipping. All right, we'll do that. I don't know if we're gaming tonight. Might not happen. And I could almost pull that one out. This one's not going to happen. Well, here we go. You know, I should use a smaller bit. Go small. If I take enough of it out, it'll just fall out. Where's the DSBA drill? Here it is. Well, sounds like I might be doing a painting stream here soon. If so, when I do the black surfacer, I'll probably do it then. But like I said, it's really loud. I'll probably just have everything muted, and like I might be able to occasionally type back to chat, but I don't know if I'd actually be able to say anything. And if I did, I'd have my mask on, and it'd sound like Bane from Batman. I'd be all, it just won't work. But once I got done with the spraying part of it, I'd kill the mask and say hi to everybody, of course. That OP of Stardust does the legwork, though. Stardust Memory is one of the few instances of Gundam show having GM being a menace, and I love it. Yeah, well, you know, it kind of, Stardust Memory almost sort of leads into, well, yeah, it is Stardust Memory I'm thinking of. It kind of leads into the Titans taking over the Federation and becoming tyrants. Like it really does kind of flow right into Zeta. Am I thinking right? Is it Stardust Memory I'm thinking of that does that? Okay, that drilled out pretty good. That wasn't bad at all. You know, I thought I had another drill here, so I have several of them. I'd have to change the chucks for those, though. Let's see if I can just do this by hand. Oh, no, I don't have the torque. Get in there. So, I ran across some clear plastic that might make eyes for the bear today. Incidentally, Devil of Heaven, I found them at a cabinet shop. And, I might put LEDs in the head now. Yes, this is starting to get out of hand. Yeah, so one thing I really like about the God Hand and the DSBA bits that come like this, their threading is like super tight, and they don't pull quite so badly. They make a much cleaner hole. That's what I'll say. Let's see if we can pull this out. I kind of doubt it, but it's worth a try. Nope, not going to happen. Try one more time. Nope, not going to happen. Maybe with these. Nope, not happening. All right, plan B. I have another kniff here. Somewhere. That's what I want. Yeah, Stardust Memory is the prequel to Zeta Gundam, and it's shows the creation of why the Titans was created. I like Xeon Remnant drop another colony onto Earth so that the Federation was scared. Yep, and that's kind of what I gathered from it. It's the way that it ends too, because like doesn't it end with kind of like showing sort of how the Titans were forming as a special task force, whatever. I don't know if this track is doing it for me. Well, I guess now it's better. Yeah, I love Stardust Memory though. It's great animation. One of the kits I'm actually going to get, like definitely going to get it, is what do you call the GBO2 that's kind of like the Dominator? The Physalis? No, that's not what they called it. What did they call that? Oh, why am I not remembering this? Makes me want to pull it up. Hold on. When in doubt, my phone will know. Gotta love modern technology. I'm not gonna lie, ChatGPT helps me run the channel. Helps me with all my technical problems. If it wasn't for that, none of this would be going on. Gave me a college education, actually. Although it is a liar sometimes. Just saying. Dendrobium, the GPO3. No, I'm thinking the GPO2, which was the Physalis, but the kit I'm thinking of... Oh, the Solomon. That's what I'm thinking of. The Solomon GPO2. And it's come down in price. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but last time I found a few places that had it for like half of what it was going for when they released it. Definitely gonna get it. When I buy kits again. I'm still on a not allowed to buy any model kits until I build some of these things. Mainly because I just don't have the space. And even then, I don't know where I'm going to put them when I build them. To be honest, I'll probably just start giving them away. Like, it does snowball very quickly. Cooler person. Oh, that third-party 100 GBO2. I see. Yeah, one of the coolest third-party kits. It really is. And from what I gather, I think it's like, you know, similar studio that did the Dominator. And I don't know if you caught any of my Dominator build, but I'm not done with it by any stretch. It's actually just sitting over in my hangar right now, kind of collecting dust, waiting for me to finish this and get to painting that. It might be a minute before I actually paint that, though. Like that, I might paint the hangar before I paint that. That is like, it was funny they released that when they did, because I mean, since being into the hobby, I'm like, man, I wish they'd make a master grade Kshatriya. And then, sure enough, right as I was finishing the Dynamez, they made a master grade Kshatriya. And I was like, oh, that's a sign from heaven. But before painting such a thing, because I really just wanted it so badly, I really want to master painting better. And I do all right with the small parts, but like even the head on this bear, this so needs wet sanding. This thing, I don't know if you can see the texture on it. It feels like, I don't know, not model sandpaper, but if we were talking real sandpaper, it feels like I don't know, 400 grit. It's pretty bad. Fortunately, it's really thick. I sprayed this first, trying to get that airbrush dialed in, because I wasn't really good at using this 5.0 Pro Comboy. It's a trigger, and it just reacts a little bit differently than my micro brush. How's my sprue glue? But I actually finally got it dialed in. It took me about 2 or 3 parts, and I figured out I was using too much air and holding it either too close or too far away. Like the range where you're holding it in relation to the part on that thing is really a thing. And the other thing is you don't want to, like with my other airbrush, you can kind of spray continuously. With that, you want to burst. Like just real, it throws so much paint so quick. Every time I've used it in the past, I realize now I was just like wasting tons of paint. Like the paint that you put in the pot really goes quite a long way if you're spraying it right. But I got a nice, even, kind of thin, smooth coat on these. I was really happy with the way these surfaced. Oh, wrong grill. Cooler person. I wonder why Bandai hadn't made an official master grade Kshatriya. You know, it's funny you say that, cooler person, because I don't know if anybody remembers, but it was, I want to say like 2017, 2018. Oh, we're a little big, but I think I can actually put on, I think I can make it work. It's a little bit bigger. If I have to, I'll fill it with glue and drill it out again. Maybe I'll stick a poly part in there. I'll figure something out, but it works. I'm okay with that. So let's cut. In fact, I know exactly how I'll make it stay. I don't know why that just felt like a bomb squad moment to me. There was a bit of anxiety there of like, oh, I wouldn't cut that one. That seems reasonably centered. I'm definitely going to have to get some different glue. I don't know, maybe that'll be soft tomorrow. If it is, I will do a special stream just to fix the part. or attempt to. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about the I can't think straight with that. I guess we're going to do the song that we've all heard many, 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 many times. But there was a file leak that Bandai had, where apparently a whole bunch of kits got leaked at once. The MGEX Strike Freedom was the one everybody was talking about in the leak. And this was right before the release of the MGEX. Anyway, nobody really talked about any of the other files that got released, and I don't know. I hope not, but like I kind of wonder if the Kshatriya, because Bandai, rumor has it anyway. I don't really know. This is just what I've heard other builders say in the past. Bandai wouldn't release a master grade Kshatriya because they didn't think that the master grade line would support the price of a master grade Kshatriya. And I guess that's because they price the kits by weight of plastic in the box. So I've been told. Again, anybody that might know, correct me, because this is just, I don't know, call it Reddit info. But I wonder if maybe they thought that the PG Unleashed line might support the price point, and that might have been one of the files slated for a future PGU release. It is very similar in design. Now, I like to think that Axis Model Works really did just design it. You know, that's what I want to say, because it's a super cool kit, and I wouldn't want to take the design of that kit away from anybody. But I do wonder. Maybe they were going to do an MGEX with it. But, you know, I will say one thing I've noticed about most Bandai kits, you won't really find a right angle anywhere. Like, you'll never find 90 degrees anywhere, at least as far as I can tell. You'll find really close. You know, you'll find 89 degrees, 92 degrees, but you won't really find 90 degrees on a lot of the kits, especially on the outer portions of them. Maybe on the inner frames. And I will say on that Dominator kit, there is a few angles that are actual just like true right angles. So that is one thing that makes me think that the guys at Axis Model Works fully just, that's their brainchild. And if so, I mean, hats off to them. It is an amazing kit, and for the price point, if you can swing $200 for a kit or $150 for a kit, I highly recommend it. It's a fun build, but it's involved. It's really involved. I can't wait to actually get back to it, but it's a kit that when I finish it, I want it to, like, it'll probably be another kind of magnum opus, sort of like the Dynamis. It'll be my next wow kit. So that works. I have a little sheet somewhere of part, I don't want to say expanders, but they're like part bushings. The ones by Infinity Model. And when I do finally finish it, I'll put those on. I might actually even put them on before painting. I'm just not sure where they are, and I'd have to crawl all over my desk to find them. But that worked. I'm pleased with that. All right. I really am happy that worked. I don't remember how I had this. What this runner was grabbing. I think I had a stick in there. That's what I did. I guess I have to cut another one. I did have a stick in there. All right. Well, so I may be switching over to the GBO2s now. Or here in a minute anyway. I got a few things I want to finish up on this. Let's see here. I think I had a stick in here. Needs a trim. All right. Blink. There we go. Yeah, you got to be kind of creative putting the sticks on the runners. It's kind of a fun little game, actually. Let me see here. Maybe I have those Infinity Monk things like really close and handy. It's possible. Allow me to stand up and look. Because if I do, I'm kind of curious to see if it'll even work. I don't know where I've put them. All right. That's something I may have to look for later. But anyway, all they are is they're little pre-cut tabs, and you wrap them around and then you glue them. So what I'll do is, since I'm going to do some glue on this, that'll actually help hold it together, and then I'll paint it all afterward. And that should actually snug it up quite nice. I hope. I hope. But it worked out pretty good. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus on it. We got brass rod. Yeah. And then, hold on, I'm looking for a pointer. Use this scribe, hopefully I don't stab myself with it. Cooler person. I remember seeing a leak of RG Goof Custom in Ground Type Gundam, but they never was made. Ah, interesting. Well, and so for them to come out with the MGSD Kshatriya, going back to what Beetlehorn was saying, which is a kit I'd like to pick up. Like, it's adorable. It's adorable, and it's actually, like, design-wise, it looks kind of intricate for an MG. I haven't done an MGSD, though. It's kind of a cool line. I have a couple SD kits here, but not the MGSDs. But yeah, I don't know. It makes me wonder, because it does seem like if they have a kit leak, they really don't release it. I think they were already, like, kind of fully committed with when that last leak I was talking about happened, and I think they'd already announced the... Let's see if I can get this to focus better. Nope, not happening. Anyway, you guys get the idea. We fixed that part. Kind of stoked. Glad that worked out. That's actually why I ordered the other Beargguy, but I kind of think I'm gonna scab the weapons off of the Beargguy, paint them with Beargguy here, and have option weapons parts. And I might paint the head. So it'd be like a reverse Build Divers kit bash, bashing it back to the original kit. Or the option thereof. I'm insane. I don't know why I do these things to myself. Well, I do. It's because it's fun, honestly. I enjoy it. Alright, let's look at this sprue glue. I don't know if it's ever going to dissolve in this glue. I just don't think this glue is stout enough. Although it is getting like a little milky. Like, and these were like little thin shavings. I didn't like chop this. I like plain little curly Q shavings, like shaved chocolate. And the glue is getting a little milky, so I mean, I guess I'll let it sit overnight and hope the glue doesn't dry out. I guess worst case scenario, I've wasted some glue. But I really don't know. I have not come up with any other ideas on how to fix this. My next thought would be recast it? Make it out of resin? I mean, I have probably just enough little tubes of resin here to do it, but I don't want to get into that. We'll see. On that note, I think I'm going to go fire up my PlayStation, and maybe we'll check out tonight's banner. Nah. Yeah. Unless you guys just totally downvote it. Then maybe I guess we could check out some third-party kits. No, this is supposed to be on all chat. There, that's better. Cooler person. I'm down. All right, GBO2 it is. I will be right back. This might take just a second. I got to go in the other room to actually turn the PlayStation on. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Did you guys do anything cool while I was gone? Everybody behaving themselves? All right. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. You know, I guess the glue's going to have to just stay on the mat. I really don't trust it anywhere else. And I'll put this right here to keep the lid on. Let me put my tools back. Otherwise my desk just gets like stupid messy. Beam, 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 beam. Right. Oh, hold on. This goes in here. Yeah, so I had this thing for, I don't know, a couple years. This was the first drill tool I had. Just a cheap one on Amazon. And I had it for a good long while. But I kept ordering different ones, trying to find one that would take the smaller bits, before I realized that there was two, I guess, what do you call these? Collets? Is that what you call them? I think. Anyway, I didn't realize that it was in here the whole time. And then one day I was like, I think I just kind of accidentally unscrewed this as I was drilling something and then set it down, and it was laying on the mat. And I'm like, oh my gosh. There's been different ways to chuck different size bits in this since I've had it. Go figure. All right, I think we'll put the parts up here. It's a safe place for them. Files go where the files go. I actually just have a little foam pad I stick them in. It's right there on the other side of that paint jar. Yeah. Anyhow, my dog is going off on something outside. I'm not sure what. There's a mastiff that walks by sometimes real late at night. I think she's sweet on him. All right. So, let me see if I can start this remote play without mishaps. And we will switch over to game feed. Well, actually, let's stay in the build chat for a minute. Until I make sure that the remote play actually starts up and opens and stuff. Sometimes it's gives me grief. What's going on here? Okay. Why do I not have remote play? Why is my remote play app opening? Ah, there we go. It just took a second. Connect to the PlayStation. Okay. I guess it would help if I got a controller, wouldn't it? Standby. Speaking of third party, what Gundam would you want them to make next? Ooh. That's a tough call. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a 1/100 scale Zaku. Like Zaku 1. But with like some hardcore detail. And an inner frame. And then another one I kind of would like to see, to be honest. And that's just because it's like kind of one of my go-to suits in GBO2. I really want a Master Grade Guard Custom. I know they got a 1/100 reborn of it. And I might actually pick that up someday. If I don't pick that up, I'll probably just try to make one out of a GM Sniper 2 or something. But yeah, I'd kind of want to see a Master Grade GM Guard Custom. And again, that's just because it's like one of my favorite suits in GBO2. I don't know, I'd have to think on that. I really would. I'm trying to think of what kits they don't make that I'd like to see, because there's already so many of them that I want. Yeah, I don't, do they even make an MG Zaku? I don't know if I've ever found one. I found some resin kits where you can convert a Zaku 2, but I don't know if I've ever seen a Zaku 1. Other than like, I think the Desert Zaku or the Sniper Zaku or maybe the half cannon I'm thinking of. I'll tell you another Master Grade I'd actually like to see a new version of. So have you seen the Master Grade gun cannon? Like, that's actually a kit I think that deserves a Verkaw. I think it's time Bandai does a Master Grade gun cannon Verkaw. It's such an iconic kit, and the Master Grade version of it is basically a giant high grade. I mean, poly parts, there's no inner frame at all. And I wouldn't expect gun cannon to be superposable, but they could do so much more with that kit. The real grade looks so much better. Ah, see, that's something I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. If there's a Zaku 1 Rambo Raw custom, I would totally want to get my hands on that. I do know that I think Bandai did it was a P Bandai release though, but didn't they do the BOGO not too long ago? Which I think was Rambo Raw's suit in the Origin. I also wouldn't mind like, and actually I think they did this under the P Bandai label. I think they did the Zaku test type. like the original MSO4 or whatever it was. Well, and like going back to Origin, the two suits that the Black Tri-Stars originally are like testing, beating the crap out of each other with, the whole battle scene with Rambo Rawl and who was it? Which one of the Tri-Stars was it? It was one of them. Anyway, I think it was Ortega. But yeah, I'd like to see those done in master grades. They did finally do the Stark Jagan. That's one I wouldn't mind getting my hands on, but it's again P Bandai. You know, gonna spend an extra $50 on it. And if you don't get it when it's released and pre-order it, good luck. Is the well, yeah, no, they did an HG. I want a master grade. I want an inner frame. And decals. I wish they'd quit giving us stickers with master grades. I'd love for the master grades to all have articulated fingers and decals. That's one thing I'm actually going to do with the Beargguy. I'm gonna, I gotta get some more ink for the printer, and there's some special paper I gotta get, and like some kind of sealer. But I'm gonna try to redo the sticker sheet for Beargguy with decals. That way I can put them on and paint over them, and there be no seams, or at least minimal. Stickers are okay, but I just prefer decals. Well, that's kind of what they're doing with some of the more obscure kits, I notice, is they'll release them, but when they do release a master grade version, it's usually a P Bandai. And I guess I'm okay with that, but it makes them harder to get in the US. You have to pre-order them, and if you don't pre-order them, then it's basically flea bay for you. I mean, some of the outlets will have them in stock for a while. Let me grab a controller real quick. Oh, I'm back. I don't know if you guys heard me yelling at the dog, too. That was supposed to be a beef chip. I didn't even hide the avatar. Alright. I guess I'll keep the controller cam tonight if you guys want. I mean, I'm sure you want to see what I'm doing as I get my butt kicked. Cooler person, it was you telling me the other night I'm doing the whole wrong combo with the Yakushiki, weren't you? I need to work on that. There's some of these combos that I'm just so stuck on that I need to, like, retrain my fingers. Hot take, but I prefer Zaku 1 over Zaku 2. You know, strangely, I do too. And I can't necessarily attribute that to just the heat pipes. Oh, hold on. Let me switch over, because I already started the game and I'm getting free stuff. Nope. This one. No. This one. Yes. Let's make this bigger. All right, hold on. I got to do some desktop rearranging here. What just happened to my avatar? Hold on. Me? No. No. Stop it. There we go. I'm back. I'm a little big though, ain't I? Bear with me, kids. I can fix this. Wrong window. Hold on. I'm confused. I have like 10 windows open at once. Ah, that's a little better. There. That's a good spot for me, I believe. Okay, now. Moving on. Further rearranging. We want this. I should probably unmute that. I think we can unmute this. Let's go ahead and kill this. All right. Now we're playing games. Oh, hold on. I lost chat. Where did it go? Move this. And back to this. Okay. There we go. All right. So, hey, I just picked up a Bull G level 1 Thunderbolt. Strangely, I think I actually have to and the Gunpla TR5 level 1. So I'm going to let these sit. And the reason why, Beargguy High Mobility, GM Dominance Underwater type, I think I have that maxed out too. A lot of these suits I have maxed out. Not modification wise, but enhancement wise, meaning I really need to modify them before I pick them up, because I'll basically get at least like one free enhancement, or pretty close depending on their cost. Gundam EZ8 level 1, I think that one I got totally maxed out. I could probably pick it up. Beargguy Firepower, I know I got that one all maxed out. The Banshee's all maxed out. The Vargill's all maxed out. Prototype Gundam level 1, maybe? I know it's definitely fully enhanced. I think. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. Ah, the Jagan CH. What is CH? Oh, that's one of the ECOWAS ones. That one I could probably pick up. Beargguy High Mobility GK. I think that's maxed out for me. Cabaldi Alpha High Mobility type. That one may be fully enhanced and I need to modify. Is Uruk? I don't even know if I have that suit. Is that the one that looks like the gorilla? Honestly, I don't get the hate behind the Atlas Gundam design. It's pretty unique and it's one of my favorites. You know, I'm actually quite fond of the Atlas Gundam. I think it's a pretty cool design. That would be a master grade Verka I'd like to see come out. I have the Thunderbolt Gundam and the Psycho Zaku. Those are builds that I just... So many extra parts... Probably going to be a while before I get to those. Although those are builds that, like, when I do get to them, I'm hoping to just, like, quick paint job, decals, put them together. Because there's so much to them already. You don't really need to do anything to them. Though I got to say, I'm not looking forward to the little plastic sleeve part thing. Although that might be a really cool thing to paint. You know, put some weathering on. GM Gather Road, that I need to modify. Kshatriya level 1, it's done, can't do anything with it. Full Armor Gundam MK3, I'll have to check on that. Hama. That one I think I actually got enhanced all the way and probably need to modify. And the White Rider, I might have that one done. If not, I might have it modified twice, and I might be able to pick it up and maybe get it fully enhanced. Isaac level 1, totally done. One of my favorite suits, actually. Zaku 1 Sniper type. There we go. Now, okay, that's the one I'm thinking of. That has been released as a master grade, I think, under the P Bandai label. And just recently. Or maybe it was re-released recently. Last few months. All right. Now, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to kind of run through this very quickly. I missed the banner. I think I'm sitting on like 240 tokens right now. And I was going to roll for the F91 BC just to get that auxiliary part thing program that came with it. But alas, I missed it. But we have a new banner. Let's see what it is. So daily missions tonight, sortie in. Oh no, these are clan missions. Sortie in a general unit, sortie in a raid unit, sortie in a support unit. Probably going to do all the above. And the Rizel type N. This almost looks like an ECOWAS Rizel. I might want this. 50% off banner. I don't know. Those are always such bait for me. Like, I sit on my tokens and spend them on nothing but 7 steps. And I get my dailies, and strangely, by the end of the month, I end up with... I rack up about 90 tokens a month. 60 to 90. Just by sitting on them. Mainly because when you do one of those 7-step rolls, any of the banners that you pass, you got a pretty good chance when you roll 210 times that you're going to pick it up. I mean, with rare 4 and 5 star exceptions. And even a lot of the 4 stars I tend to pick up on the banners. Heavy GM Kai. This actually looks kind of cool. This kind of looks like maybe a support version of the GM3. Rizel Type N, probably from UC Engage. Then since I never... of that variant. Yeah, I've never heard of that variant either. It had a dark paint job on it. That's why I was like, maybe it's an ECOWAS suit? But I don't remember really seeing that in Unicorn. I mean, maybe it's in a manga? I don't know. Very likely from Engage. I'll be honest, I haven't played UC Engage, and when they introduced UC Engage suits, my purest heart was like, no, this is not right. And the UC Engage suits were just like, every one of them that came out when they came out were just so overpowered. They just broke the meta at every cost. Although I will say I've grown quite fond of some of them. So this is kind of cool. Free bonus parts. I like that. I would really like to get that firepower program. Firing program. I think that's actually one of the enhanced frames. But I'd like to get it. It's one of the few parts I don't have. Hundreds of mobile suits. And this is kind of cool for new players. Your experience goes up. I guess that's crucial for me at this point, but honestly, I'm kind of afraid of my next promotion, as I'm sure I'm going to get forced to get an A+, which just seems like such a daunting task in this game. Rating up once you get past B is so hard, it seems. And I struggled with B- to B. Like, I was stuck in that for a year. Same VR token pack. Fairy stuff. Got some crates. Tomorrow's an extra token. Haven't achieved the March rewards yet. Okay, so the daily missions tonight. Sortie into battle 3 times, as always. Sortie into ground, battle 2 times. That's a bonus, because that means it'll go quick. And earn a total personal score of 800. Doesn't seem too hard. Limited missions. Ooh, for the Bogu. For the BOGO. That's awesome. I think I have this already, though. Wait, is it the BOGO level 1? I bet you it's like multiple levels of it. Kind of cool. You know, I don't even think I've ever sortied in that suit. I just think it's a neat looking design. And I really do like how they give you the story of how the Principality of Zeon created the Zaku. Like I like the backstory of how mobile suits came to be. They basically upgraded the construction equipment, from what I gathered. Heavy GM Kai, another variant I never heard of. And of the GM Kai from the 1 Year War with the missile pod of the Starkjagen. What? Well, that's why I was saying it kind of looks almost like a GM3. Because doesn't the GM3 have those missile pods? No, that was the Starkjagen's missile pod, where it only had the 6 missiles, huh? Because the GM3 has those missile pods that fires like 40 missiles. And they're smaller. So yeah, I think you're right, Cooler Person. Pretty good little banner, though. Nothing spectacular. I'm actually... What's funny is... When is the anniversary? Is it May or June? I want to say it's in early June. I could be wrong about that. I guess we'll do this 10 roll. So does anybody know if it matters when you actually push X? It seems like there is a point when the bottom of the landing gear is right above that rocket in the background that will give me a new suit or a new weapon. It's June. Yeah, so I'm almost, because don't they usually do 2 7-step banners in the anniversary, one at the beginning of the month and one at the end of the month? I'm kind of thinking sit on these tokens until then. High mobility type. Johnny Ridden. You know, that's actually a pretty fun suit. I don't sortie in it very often, and I don't know where it stands as far as being enhanced and modified in my hangar, or even which level I have. But the couple times I've sortied in it was okay. Has a hell of a melee, if I remember right. Maybe I'm thinking of the Shard. Bulgy Beam Saber. Lots of recycle tickets. It's kind of hard for me not to get recycle tickets, though. My hangar's kind of stupid. Bomb Barrage level 4. Yeah, see, there's a lot of these suits that if I had them modified right now, I'd be getting that second enhancement out of it. What's funny is a lot of oh, yay, I got the composite frame. Awesome, that's what I wanted. Thank you, Bandai. I was just getting ready to say how you guys never give me what I want, but you did this time, so I'll retract my statement. You've done well. Thank you, Gundam Gods. And I don't even know if I'll put that on a suit. What does that do? I can't remember. It increases hit point recovery rate of the repair tool by 15%. Mobile suit hit point goes up 200 and range strength goes up 2. If in... Oop, too fast. Enhancement list level reaches 3. Mobile suit hit points. So, yeah, it goes all the way up to... When reaching level 6, mobile suit hit points goes up 500 and range strength increases by 5. Note that multiple composite frame parts cannot be equipped at once. Does the recovery rate on the repair tool change with the enhancement list, though? I don't think so. 15% on the repair tool is pretty fast, though. If you're at the hangar with a 15% boost, or at your base with a 15% boost repairing, you're going to repair pretty quick. I mean, obviously slower on a higher cost suit, but... What's in the recycle centers? Nothing I don't have mobile suit-wise. How about weapon-wise? That looks like it's for the Rezo, I believe. And I don't have this for the Nightingale, but I do have the level 2 Nightingale. I just don't know if I want to drop. Let's see if there's any new custom parts. Nothing. You know, I don't think I'm going to drop the tokens on that. I'll probably pick it up one day in a roll. We'll save those. Oh, let's look at the DP shop, just for shits and giggles. I don't really get anything from the DP shop ever. The Ifrit DS level 4, the Akzaku level 4, and the Mushika. I hope I'm saying that right. Nice, that's the good part. Yep. Yeah, well, especially since I think I had all the other parts. Cooler person. Let's see. I checked the database real quick here. Custom parts. So this is all the parts I have. Probably easier to show you the parts I don't have at the bottom of the list. And I mean, I think most of these are new. So I remember they had a banner not too long ago where this turning motor was one of the random parts that you could get. And I was really hoping I got it, but I just kept getting recycle tickets. And I missed this. I was going to roll for that. The Educational Computer Special Defense. Totally missed that. And this is one that I keep missing. actually had it the last time they had this came out with the Ksatria banner, and I actually could have gotten it with the last one that was out. But yeah, I didn't play that day. And then the banner rolled over. Much like what just happened with the F91. But that's okay. I'm going to collect any tokens or anything that I may have. I'm not going to go through the process right now of seeing which one of these is modified or not. Mainly just because it's getting late. But I'll try to keep them for another stream so you guys can see how I do it. It really does help as far as like, it's kind of a good strategy hanger management wise. Like, if you don't have to put a suit in a hanger, you can just modify it and then pick it up a couple more times, and it gets those next two enhancements. That's golden. And that's actually why I have so many modified suits at this point. Fully expanded modified suits. I don't think anything needs to be rolled over. I'll skip expanding anything today. Let's just get to Swordian. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting sleepy. I just yawned. There's a good chance I'm gonna get pummeled on. But let's get into the 500 ground, huh? I think I'm gonna go with the MK2. Unless I need to take a general or a raid. But for now, well, let me look and see. I could go for the Loto. And I am a fan of the prototype Stark Jagan. You know, I really should sort in my Rick Diaz more. It's got some decent stats. And I don't even know what... Yeah, I've kind of upgraded the parts on that. Ooh, I could go with this Ifrit Knot level 4. It kind of hits hard. We'll see what the map is. You know, I'll go with that Ifrit Knot level 4. And depending on the map, I may change. Depending on what everybody else takes, I may change. Did I actually finish enhancing this? No. I modified it, but I haven't enhanced it yet. Dude, we could go with the level 3 Isaac. It is kind of one of my go-to faves. I don't get a lot of kills when I sortie in the Isaac, but with the Isaac, it's more about keeping the enemies targeted. If you can do that and throw down a few bullets, you're doing pretty good. And it absolutely will help the team make kills. Yeah, there's no support, so I think we're going to go with that Isaac. Oh, now we have 2 supports, so let's go back to the Ifrit. I might actually have a water program ready for this. Oh, did you just back out? Why? For the love of God. Can't we just sortie? Why do you do that? Quick! Alright, let's go back to that Isaac. That was actually, I was kind of liking that idea. Doesn't require... Ifrit's a little more faster paced. Oh, no, still have... Do I have any other good 500 raids? We'll take the Ifrit. Quick skim. One of these Gelgoogs wouldn't be bad. Oh, they're both 450s. Yep. We're going Ifrit. Oh, no, you switched to a raid too. Come on, dude, make up your mind. Oh, dude. Alright, I'm not changing. What about the full armor Gundam? Did I have a full armor Gundam? Did I have one sorted there that was... I mean, I do have the full armor Gundam. I just don't know if it was modified twice. OMG, laugh out loud. Yeah, the suit swap. That happens all the time. It's a regular occurrence. Well, here we go. Go team, go. Nice to meet you. I hope somebody does grab the checkpoints. And you'll have to forgive me if I'm slow to read chat while I'm doing this. I'll try to pay attention. Somebody else already got him targeted. What did I miss? I guess I should have paid more attention to what people took. Did we have an Ewax Jagan? Because that's a general. I may not have saw it on the list. Oh, stop shooting me, please. Why would you want to shoot me? Because I'm just going to lob grenades back at you. And miss. Oh, that was a bad decision. I gotta fix this cord. I'm all tangled up. I got cables everywhere. It's probably from the Ifrit Jaeger, who was a camera gun. Ah, I didn't catch that we had a Jaeger on the team. Yeah, the Jaeger does have the camera gun though. That's actually a fun suit. Oh, you know, that's something I haven't sorted in a long time. Is what do you call that camphor from Code Fairy? It's a girl's name. I'm just running into this stuff. I'm tired. I can tell. I'm making bad choices. Wow. I never noticed the water physics with the grenades there. Oh. I gotta stay away from him. His beam rifle is just devastating to me. I'm gonna do something a little crazy here just because for where I'm at, maybe they might think I just died and I can get this checkpoint. Nope, he knows I'm going for it. More bad decisions. I should have called this the bad decision game stream. I got by K. Alright. I'm gonna sort you back here at the back of the pack. Come on, raids, push. You're letting them push us back into our base. I'll try to stay with you guys. Let's play as a group. It is a group game. I will quit running off by myself. Actually, this isn't a bad little choke point. That's right, bringing it back. Oh, stay away from G-Clubs. Might have been a bad idea. Oh, oh, stuck. Oh, support. Yeah, the downside of the Isaac is the mid-range mobile suit, so you have to get very close to do damage. Strangely, its machine gun actually does have a lot more range than a lot of the other suits' machine guns. And it does, after you modify it, it does quite a bit of damage. Not to everybody, but like... Oh, hi. I'm just gonna run. This is gonna be my strategy. Run. I'm trying to turn shield side to them. It's not working. As I was saying, it does a lot of damage when you don't get shot at. That's what I meant to say. When you're not getting shot, you can do some damage with it. When you don't jump into the middle of the other team, like a jackass. You know, it's funny, I really do think that's kind of like a really much bigger deal in this game than it presents itself as. But there is a good... This freaking Beargguy is just destroying me. Oh, it's a Garibaldi. It's not a Beargguy. God, they are coordinated. See, you know, truly, if I would have realized that he had taken that Ifrit Jaeger because he could spot, I probably wouldn't have taken this Isaac. Although, usually I do good in this suit. You are not bombing the base. Oh, hit the girder. How? I should have been invincible. At least momentarily. My go-to in the 500 is the G-Line Full Custom. It's a pretty fun suit to use. Is that the support one? Or the general? I think the Full Custom is the support. I haven't tried it. I like the general. But I don't have it modified at 500. I have it modified at 450, so I tend to play it in that. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of starting to get out of that only playing modified suits. It's kind of a bad habit I got in when I was stuck in trying to chase an A in rated matches. You die, G-Quex. And there we have a BST. Oh, I was hoping I'd at least body check him on the way out the door. Well, that was a disaster. I gotta give old K13 here some props, and I think they were being backed up by Octo Pimp. I'm sorry. I just can't get over some people's handles sometimes. And Octo Pimp is pimping. I'll give him that. And I guess I'll pray our Ifrit, because he was targeting pretty well. Well, I got 9th. It wasn't 10th. But it wasn't 8th. Hey, I said I like to play this game. I never said I was good at it. I think a lot of it depends on how tired I am. I think a big portion of this game, as I was saying in the match before I got all distracted, was it does present itself as a third-person shooter. But I really do think that there's a tactical awareness of the battlefield that you kind of have to pay attention to, because a match, depending on the game type, can sway like in the drop of a hat. Like I've been in matches before where our team is just like we spawn in and just get pummeled, whether as a group or separately, and kind of collectively nobody's talking to each other, but the whole team would just like spawn in as pilots and go grab a checkpoint, and then we'd lock down the map and we'd win the match by the skin of our chin. But you know, there is a point where you can kind of change tactics. Like, that was horrible on my part. I was just running into the other team the whole time there, putting myself out there, and I should have been staying behind my team. So that was kind of my bad. But I'm tired and I'm making bad decisions. It's the bad decision stream tonight. Yeah, I know, dude. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You know what's funny is it really isn't the easiest game in the world. It's such a weird meta. I guess that's why I still play it all the time. Did we have a raid? We do have a raid. You know, I think I'm going to go with my MK2. No. No, I'm going to go back to the Isaac on this map. Watch. I'm going to do this and we're going to have support. This is either going to be a fairly fun match or a bloodbath on this map, for what I see our team being. And by bloodbath, I mean that could go either way. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, cooler person, you seem like you know quite a bit about this game. Maybe we should sortie sometime. I haven't quite figured out how to get all that working stream-wise yet. I've sortied with Pinner before, but I haven't tried it with, like... Well, I don't know. You may not even have it on the PSN. Have we had that conversation? I think you said you play on PC. I'm gonna try to stay with these guys this time. Who is funneling me? And I'm gonna grab this real quick while I'm over here. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I hesitated there as I stopped out on the checkpoint. I was like, I'm just gonna take a little quick break. You guys let me know when you get halfway through the battle. Hate it when I miss targeting. What are you saying, 5? Okay, I'll go with you. I'm with you, 5. I got 5 on it. I need to get some high ground. Alright, there's one. There's 2. I guess I can maybe shoot and help this guy out a little bit. Oh, it's the red Gundam. Painted quite well in RX-78 colors, I might add. Don't nubs. Don't nubs. I'm not sure where I should spawn in. I guess I'll go for the base. Maybe I can help 3 out, get him out of that, and we can push on. Oh, that felt vindictive. A little bit of vengeance there. I'll take it. No, no, you go away, Red Gundam, with your funnels. I think I have the Red Gundam. I didn't realize that had funnels at 500. I may have to be giving that suit a try. I think I have it. Pretty sure I have the Red Gundam. Don't know if I've ever sorted it. Which would explain why I don't have it, obviously. Duh. I can tell you're sleepy thanks to your YouTube model. Dude, my YouTube model's always kind of droopy-eyed. I think it's because of where I put the camera. But yeah, I am sleepy. I deprive myself of sleep. I'll be honest, I come home and I take a nap after work for like a half an hour. And then I'll like deal with dinner and stuff. And then I'll set up a stream and I'll start streaming. And I'll go to bed somewhere between 11 and midnight. Get like 4 hours sleep and then get up and do it again. And it doesn't work bad if I sleep good. Like, I'm usually pretty good for the next day. But if I, like last night I didn't sleep good. I don't know why, I just couldn't fall asleep. Sometimes I have so much fun streaming though, it's like I just can't shut my brain off afterward. Like there has been a few nights where like, you know, okay guys, I gotta go to bed, but I could have kept streaming all night. Dog tired, but still just kind of, I don't want to say high from it, but, you know, enjoying it. That Shashram Gallus totally crept up on me. Was that Shashram Gallus? I think it was. Well, I don't know if you can tell if I'm tired from my poor ability to make a good tactical decision, Cooler. But it's a real thing. You broke my shield. Oh, it's a Gyaradoga. It was a Gyaradoga. Alright, now it's my time. Boom. We're going for it. More bad decisions. Where's their base? It's over this way. Don't mention it. It's all good, homie. Is this... I want this checkpoint. I guess I could reply. A little delayed. I can't finish them off. All I have is a mere rocket. I wonder if they know I'm here. So far, so good. I feel like I should make a run for the base. At least drag the battle that way. If possible. Might help us from getting so funneled. I will say these guys are doing a really good job of locking on with those funnels on this map, you know? It's kind of hard to get a clear line of sight, much like I'm having trouble with targeting. I need to get him. He likes to just hide out. Minute and 40. Should I go for the base? I can't make up my mind. I feel like it'd be suicide with these two guys here, although the rest of my team is here now. Going for it. Oh, come on. Come on, Square. Oh, I think I got it just in time. Either that or I'm a second late. I could believe that. I'm really not all that great at this game. I mean, sometimes I like I had a match the other day. I can't remember what I was sorting, and it was one of the Well, I guess I'm gonna sortie in the Red Gundam after all. Oh, maybe not. And I stole a mobile suit. Been caught stealing once. Oh, that's a mace. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh, I guess I should have let him kill me. It would have been one more kill for the team. Oh well. Yeah, you cooler person, you really probably would whoop my butt. Hey, when you play on PC, do you use a controller or a keyboard? Or I think you just said you use a keyboard. No, you just said you use a PC. Do you use a controller or do you use a keyboard? Because I did play on Steam for a minute. I have a Steam account. Like, I think I'm up to C with that account. You know, decent hanger. Nothing, I haven't played in, like, since it first released on Steam. And, yeah. It's I still play even then with the controller. I tried to use the keyboard, and I just couldn't do it. It seems so weird, the tracking with a mouse for the camera and a keyboard. It just, like, so very strange, which was weird because I used to play MechWarrior on PC a lot back in the early 2000s. But it was really hard to reteach myself to try to play this game on a keyboard. Like, really hard. And I actually didn't do too bad in the matches themselves. It was just getting the hang of the whole mouse part of it. It just seemed so weird trying to do the camera that way. I don't want to take the Isaac again. You know what? I haven't rocked this in a long time. We'll go with it. This actually used to be one of my favorite suits before they broke the game with funnels. And what do you call them? The flap things that make everything fly. As for your question you had to ask, I'm a PC player. Oh, yeah. Keyboard, I don't know how to use a controller. Ah. You know, that's what a lot of PC players say, though. One thing I'll say, trying to play MechWarrior on PlayStation after playing, playing MechWarrior 5 on PlayStation after playing, like, all the other iterations of MechWarrior on a PC. And I never had a PC up until recently. I'd always play at my friend's house and stuff like that. But I still made it through most of the MechWarrior games that way. That's a really hard game to translate to controller. Like, I almost think I would rather play that on PC. It's funny, I've thought about getting it on Steam. I'm just not sure if they even have it on Steam. Haven't looked. Don't have a lot of money for games at the moment anyway. Wow. I'd probably play this a lot better if I ever actually hit something. No. Why is this going so horribly? Vulcans are usually quick change to X, but on this suit they're... Oh! We need this checkpoint back, boys. They're going to crush us if we let them keep this. This guy's going to try to shoot me. I know he is. Oh, he was behind me. I try to keep your distance from the enemies. I noticed you get very close to them unnecessarily, like that time you tried to kill the Gundam Unit 5 with an Isaac. Yeah. Well, especially when I'm tired. I'm better about it. And the last... Did you just steal my suit? The last few matches that I've done on stream, I really have been like dog tired and just doing stupid things. Terrible excuse, but true story. Like, when I'm not quite so tired, I tend to be a little bit more tactical. But yeah, here lately I've had a real bad habit of like rushing into stuff and then trying to force myself to get away, much like I am now. Although, yeah, they kind of spawned on me. It's a bad habit I developed from playing raids for too much. And sometimes I forget, like when I'm in a support, that it's like, oh, keep your distance. And even then, it really is a game of like tactical decisions. And you know, I think Bandai kind of did that on purpose with the way they did the team grouping and stuff like that, because it's actually kind of a theme in a lot of the Gundam animes. I mean, perfect example, Cats in Zeta Gundam, doesn't he like run off like 10 times? Go ahead, blow it up. Oh! I thought I was above the flames. But you're not wrong, cooler person. I have been trying to be a little bit better about that. I know there's been a few matches where it's like I could tell my teammates are just pissed at me at the end of the match. My favorite is when you're actually in the lead and there's like 30 seconds left and then somebody goes and runs to the other team. I've actually even done it once or twice, but only because I was trying to protect another teammate that had already previously ran into the other team. But that's a thing in this game. And I have done it. I'm just as guilty of it. I have a tendency of obsessing over controlling the map too. And there's times where I think, depending on how the teams are balanced, it really doesn't matter. But for some reason, I just hate getting pinned down at our base. It drives me nuts. I've played matches where we've won them that way by just, you know, keeping it defensively. But then there's those matches where you get driven back to your base and it's just like, you can't even spawn in anymore. And I guess that's why I obsess over the checkpoints so much, is like, that just drives me crazy. Aw, man, I'm trying to help you, homie, I really am. But I'm also trying not to stun you with my big-ass rifle. You, on the other hand, we're trying to kill you all day long, Mr. G-Quux. I wonder if they'll see it there. We're gonna try it. Hopefully knows Nobody knows I hit it. It's a good time to plant a bomb. If it doesn't go off, at least it'll maybe distract a player or two. In PC, I'm slightly above average player there, though. Tendency to hard carry the team time to time. Well, about how many players play on Steam now? I'm just curious. That's one thing that kind of drives me absolutely crazy is that, like, we know how many players are playing on Steam, but I do not know how many players are playing on PSN. And I've tried different ways of Googling that info and just can't seem to find it. I don't think Sony releases it. Well, he defused the bomb, and the distraction didn't work worth a shit. So, there again, bad choices. Kill for a kill. Why does this guy keep saying sorry every time I die? Is he stunning me and I'm just missing it? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that at peak 2K player every day. That's not bad. I mean, for you gotta remember this game's been out since like what, 2017 was when it came to the US on PSN, on PS4. I think maybe it was 2018. It's been a long time. Might have even been 2016. And I think if I remember right, it went to Steam in 2021. So it's been about 4 or 5 years. I'm guessing on PSN. I think it's got a few more players. I think there may be like 10 to 20,000, maybe. Somewhere in the 10 ballpark is what my guts tell me. Sweet, I got the BOGO already. Did some of those limited missions. I wonder if that's all 5 tokens. That is all 3 tokens. Oh, on that note, cooler person. It's 11:08 for me. I have to get up in like 4 hours. I can't decide if I should do the rated. I think I'm going to skip the rated tonight. I think I've had about all the streaming. Well, actually, see, again, this is where I truthfully, if I'm being honest, I could just stay on all night until I'm like literally falling asleep on stream because I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun. I'm hanging out. I'm playing video games. But unfortunately, I have to get up and go to work, and it'll probably take me a minute to like get my brain to shut off after this. It's been a fun stream. Like, I'm so stoked Devil F haven't stopped in, and he was sharing this with his family. Beetlehorn stopped in again. I haven't talked to him in a minute. I don't know if you've ever seen any of his build videos, but the guy's a great painter. He does amazing brushwork. He has a nice 40K collection, too. I'm not into 40K because I don't need another expensive hobby. Steam version released in 2023, so almost 3 years. Yeah, that's about what I thought. I should play my Steam account some. Maybe I'll do that. I'll start playing that account too. Because this one's whaled out. Like, I'd have to climb through the ranks again. That might make it a little bit more fun. And I know so much more now. It just might be a better progression. Though I don't think I could do it with a keyboard. I think that's just asking for trouble. But yeah. Tonight really has been a fun stream. And cooler person, you always stop in and hang out, and you keep chat going, so I appreciate that. It's a lot more fun when I'm talking. That's why I'm doing it. All my hobbies seem to be lonely, but there seems to be friends online that like them. It's fun. I dig it. Last night was really cool. Selene stopped in. She actually has some really cool music videos in addition to her build streams. But yeah. And I think Zoe, my kid, may be still watching in the background. She may have tuned out after a while. Hard to say. But she was watching without sound, so I don't expect much to hear from her. You're going now. Take care, dude. Man, I'll try to keep you company whenever I can. I appreciate that. I really do. On that note, I guess I will quit babbling. Let me shut down this this game here. And I guess I'll change this over to my start screen, and we'll start the game. You know, I'll leave it. It's not playing with the game BGM. So I'll start this back up. You guys have fun. Thank you everybody for stopping in. Like and subscribe if you're not. And if you are, always give it a like. I'm going to give myself some likes. I do that sometimes. Thanks guys. It's been fun. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow, but hopefully